Hi, welcome to my channel. I am thrilled that you are here because that means that you are just learning about narcissistic abuse and recovery. So you're on the right path, you're on the road to recovery. This is my first video ever, and it's fitting because I am so grateful to YouTube, and I feel that this is my chance to pay it forward. I learned about narcissistic abuse through YouTube, and I couldn't get enough information about it. And thankfully, there's wonderful videos out there, there's wonderful creators. So I wanted to jump in and put information out there as well to contribute to this cause that is emphatically worthy of attention. I've gone 38 years of my life wondering what's wrong with me, and finally learning about narcissistic abuse has been entirely validating, and it's given me a new lease on life and a new purpose. And I want to help anyone that I can, in any way that I can. In that respect, let's move on. So start here, and you're going to do awesome. You're going to recover, and I'm so excited for you because knowledge is power. So if you're a victim of narcissistic abuse, it could potentially have started with your family of origin being either one of your parents. And if that's the case, the parent could have also triangulated one or more of your siblings to gang up on you as well. And odds are, if that's where it started, you later in life had a romantic relationship with a narcissist because that's the love that you knew that was familiar to you. So that's what you gravitated towards. So this book is life. If you don't have it, you need to get it and read it cover to cover. I highlighted like every page. It's phenomenal. So it's Complex PTSD from Surviving to Thriving by Pete Walker. I will link it in the description. And I'm going to pull something from there right off the bat. Pete Walker came up with the term C-PTSD to describe what victims of narcissistic abuse deal with. So it's not just PTSD, it's complex PTSD, because the difference is PTSD typically would have a visual component, and it's traceable to a specific event, an isolated incident. Complex PTSD is the result of prolonged narcissistic abuse, exposure to these toxic people over time, and they actually make an imprint on you personally. They change you and your behavior towards yourself as well as towards others. Complex PTSD consists of PTSD that does not turn off. So it's when you are exposed to an attack or abandonment, your body goes into the fight or flight mode. With CPTSD, it never turns off. You're stuck in a hypervigilant and adrenalized mode. Your sympathetic nervous system is constantly going. So you never fall back into that relaxed state of your parasympathetic nervous system. So a lot of people most likely develop illnesses because this is taking a toll on your physical body. Um, a lot of people, unfortunately, may have been misdiagnosed themselves when seeking help from counselors or other people that are unfamiliar with narcissistic abuse. People may have been misdiagnosed with ADHD, OCD, ADD, but really it's their response to trauma, and it's a symptom rather than the origin of the problem. And the origin of the problem is the narcissist. It's them, it's not you. And I'm so happy to be telling you this right now because I know what that feels like, to blame yourself, to constantly question yourself or what you're doing wrong, why you're being treated this way, what's wrong with me. It's not you, it's them. I understand that there is a lot of misinformation out there. There's actually not a lot of information out there about narcissistic abuse, which is why I'm thrilled again to put this video out there to contribute to the growing awareness. I myself studied psychology. I have my master's degree in psychology, and it still did not occur to me that I was dealing with narcissistic personality disorders. I'm going to read from the DSM just to give you an idea of why people are so misinformed. The definition of personality disorder is an enduring pattern of inner experiences and behavior that significantly deviates from the expectations of the individual's culture, is pervasive and inflexible, originates in adolescence or early adulthood. It's stable over time and leads to clinically significant distress or impairment in one or more areas of functioning, such as social, academic, or occupational. If you were dealing with a narcissist, you may have had an idea that they had some type of personality disorder, such as histrionic or borderline, or even narcissistic. But to make the connection between the impact that this has on you being in a relationship with them, there was a huge disconnect there for me. I never made the connection between how actually abusive it turns out to be. So, if you're dealing with a histrionic person, that's characterized by pervasive and excessive emotional attention seeking behavior, which that can be attributed to the narcissist I deal with. There's also borderline personality disorder, which is indicated by a pervasive pattern of instability in interpersonal relationships, of self image and affects, accompanied by marked impulsivity with an onset in early adulthood, present in a variety of contexts. Basically, it all boils down to attention. Narcissists love attention. Always, all the time. Positive, negative, they'll take it wherever they can get it from. And the odds are that you have been the victim of their attention seeking behavior, and they have subjected you to being the source of it. So, the definition for narcissistic personality disorder is characterized by a pervasive pattern of grandiosity, need for admiration, and lack of empathy. So, these people will do whatever it takes to get attention, be it using you or other people, whoever they can get to serve their needs. And you have been one of those people. But as I said, I'm thrilled for you because you are learning about this, and that's the first step in recovering. So we need to switch off whatever emotional flashbacks you may be having as a result of the narcissistic abuse. And also, I want you to understand that things that you thought were part of your personality, or that's just me, it's probably not. It's probably a result of the narcissistic abuse. One example of myself, I always say, oh, I'm a perfectionist. Well, that's actually a protective response to dealing with a narcissist. Pete Walker talks about the 4F responses: fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. And being a perfectionist is actually one of the defenses. It's one of the manifestations of the defenses. So, knowledge is power. Get as much information as you can about narcissists, and you're going to get through this and you're going to get over this. And I'm honored to help you along the way. This is my very first video ever, so please write in the comments below if you would like to see more videos regarding this topic, what specific issues you want covered, and also subscribe. And I thank you sincerely for watching. And again, I can't say it enough, I'm thrilled for you to be learning about narcissistic abuse, and you're on the way to overcoming it.